See if I can capture this. There's about a 2-inch gap between the plate and the truss, and I've got a wire there with a ratchet on it, and I'm gradually pulling that in, and I think I can gain some more before I go back up on the roof. I heard a very satisfying creaking yesterday when I got the ratchet begin to get tight, and that was my realizing that it was pulling together. The other side is not good either. It didn't really pull out, but the wood isn't strong there. So we'll see how this goes. I may put I probably should put still another wire across from about there to there to have two of those wires pulling it in. Let me see if I walk out here, if you can see what. Yeah, you can see from here the way that's splayed out. Surely you can see that, and that's the reason I've been so cautious about going up there. I'm not sure if I gained any or not, but I heard a lot of creaking. I got to decide whether to put the roof on in full with this later or not. I think I'll put the roof on. One thing I did do though was put those temporary posts underneath there. They're purposely not plumb. I pulled them up into some tension. That way I can more safely walk on that area of the barn. I maybe lay another board or two across there. Such an exciting time at the Pig and Goat Gasthaus Soirée at the Salon. Around 2 o'clock is when it starts. It's always a little bit different, and there's always a lot of information being exchanged. I got to move that ladder and put it over there. I'm going to saw it up into about 3 pieces because it broke. And here, of course, is the best part, inside the salon of the Gasthaus. Goats are sort of bored with your, oh dear, here they come again with the arrival of the pigs. And the delectable chewing of the manure pack. So tasty. You have to be a little bit tempted to try it yourself to figure out what's so good about that. People have eaten some pretty horrendous stuff before. I don't know, but there's just no doubt as far as the pigs are concerned. They've got no qualms about that, and they dive right into it. I hate to miss this, actually. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is when it goes, and it changes all the time. Some of these young piglets about that size, quite a lot of them actually, I'm going to end up shipping on Monday, and they'll go to. I began to think of it as a little bit as graduation, high school or middle school or maybe college if you liked it. Can be great for only so long, but then you got to go out into the real world. Well, they're going to graduate, not these tiny ones, and not the ones that are black and tan. That's going to be the name I give to my breed, to the extent that I develop a breed, and I think I will. A lot of action here. Fun. Oh yes, I shouldn't leave you out. I only have 2 chickens. I really ought to have about 10 or 20. Oh, I know. I can pet her. She may come close enough. I may have to. Oh. Lots of all ages here. We got the young adolescents and the tiny ones and the older ones. That's one of the oldest sows I have right there. That's Molly. And over here is Bossy. She's a little big for my taste, but boy, she certainly is a boss hog. Yeah. So many souls. I mean, there are souls by the billions all around us, but these souls are kind of mega. No, they're not mega. They're more obvious souls, and they have minds, they have brains, and they're all here. It's fun. You want petted. Let me see if I can show how I can pet you. Yeah, there you go. Every time I do this, I think of a guy named João. Joyce will remember him well. He was a boy then. I mean, he's an old man, I'm sure, by now. And he had a pet chicken that he would bring to our window in Brazil. And there, how about that one? He's just not looking for excitement this afternoon. He or she just likes the ambiance, sort of like that gilt over there, or maybe Sal. So much to do. It's such a fun time. You should come here and join me sometime. Really, there'd be a seat for you. I just kind of sit here and watch. Here's some excitement. There's that young buck. He obviously, she's coming into, or cycling they call it, coming into heat. There's what, 1, 2, 3 bucks in a fight over her. I probably shouldn't have so many bucks, but they're ready to ignore everything else, and yeah, poor girl. When she's ready, she'll stand. But that little guy, he's dreaming, I think. Now the big goat, he's crippled. He limps, but he won't have any problem. He's got no competition here. Meanwhile, mothers are working along here, and yeah, leave it to sex to add some excitement. Look at her, she doesn't care. She's eating away. Happy to feed young'uns. Man, what a scene. You ought to be here. Come join me sometime.